So customers want what they want, when they want it, how they want it. If you like, in the parlance and the introduction, banking at the speed of life. My name's Travers Clarke-Walker. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Fiserv, with 7 minutes to talk to you about what the bank of the future might look like. I've got 5 key areas that I think mobile banking needs to evolve into. The first of those is the biometric space.
Place your eye over the scanner. Now scanning. Scanning complete.
So, mobile banking today, in many examples, is difficult to use, difficult to log into, has two-factor authentication. The integration of biometrics is a key factor to decreasing friction, increasing customer engagement, customer ease of use, whether or not that's standard fingerprint, which is pretty much generically available and could be deployed in virtually any mobile banking application in the world, or the more sophisticated automata-based behavioral analytics of where a phone is in hand, speed of use, the speed at which a swipe is being undertaken. Integrating behavioral analytics and biometrics will dramatically decrease customer dissatisfaction with mobile banking and needs to be done. Doesn't need to be built directly. There are plenty of biometric providers in the marketplace. So that's the first aspect of the bank of the future. Nice to see one of our UK mutual building societies announcing today that actually they're building in behavioural biometric behavioural analytics model into their mobile banking as of this year. So next up is imaging. So if we think about imaging across the marketplace, all of the largest social media organisations on the planet actually have grown up around great quality management of images. And what I mean by this for mobile banking is everything from the up-and-coming check imaging, so actually allowing people to photograph checks, but more importantly, receipt management, geolocational tagging of where transactions have been undertaken, photographs of the product, warranty data, all the stuff that can flow through the PS2 data sets actually being contained within the mobile banking service so that customers can get ease of access back to the products and services that they've bought, whether or not that's the image of the check, the transaction, whether or not that's the receipt, and as I say, the warranties. Images are incredibly powerful human devices. We look with our eyes, we see pictures. A starting point for that should be the logos of the transaction locations. So if you bought something on Spotify, let's put the logo up there. If you bought something from BMW Financial Services, put the logo up there. People can see and swipe much more efficiently by looking at pictures than they can by words and text. Next up is intelligence, whether or not that's the behavioural analytics, the AI, robo-advice, using intelligence and providing the customer, we've gone forward one, providing the customer real-time analytical information that they can actually action on. Actionable intelligence makes the experience much richer than it is today. That should be simple stuff like neurolinguistics, being able to actually physically ask your mobile banking application, show me my last 10 transactions, show me my highest value transaction, right the way through to robo-advice. Early level stuff, if you're going to go overdrawn, advice on lending products, higher level stuff, integrated wealth management services. All of this is available from the data sets and should be integrated into mobile banking at the earliest opportunity. Full and open payments integration. Anyone who's looking at payments through the lens of I can create a payments walled garden in my own banking application today is wrong. The complete opposite should apply, which is to say that in mobile banking, you should be able to integrate all of the payment services from the mobile banking layer. And what I mean by that in simple terms is you should be able to go, right, load up my credit card account or my debit card account into Amazon, PayPal, Skrill, Apple Pay, etc. through mobile banking. Likewise, if you've lost your cards, being able to reissue a debit card in real time and allow the customer to be able to digitally transact again through the payments layer is an important characteristic for digital banking. So really opening up your access to third-party payment services. We will all, in the future, live in a world where we use multiple distributed payment services, and the ideas of banks being the sole proprietor of your transaction landscape is just naive moving forward. So open up your access to payments and integration. And lastly, API services and social integration. So taking your banking layer and opening it up at the API level and allowing others to build services to it, providing for richer, deeper experiences than are available today. And at the other end of the spectrum, taking your banking service and integrating it into social integration sites like Facebook and Twitter et al., but allowing the customer to bank with you where they are located in the digital landscape as opposed to dragging them back to your banking layer is the way to move forward into the future. So 5 key areas. Candidly, if you look at mobile and digital banking today, it's fairly benign, it's fairly boring, and in many respects it's not that great a service. Integrating these 5 key characteristics, not necessarily by becoming a digital business in their own right, but becoming digital savvy. Banks need to become more digital savvy and access these services from the marketplace. You guys are the marketplace, but for banks that cover those 5 key areas, they will have created a super engaging digital banking platform of the future. So that's my view on the bank of the future. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. My name is Travers Clarke-Walker, Fiserv, and there's the contact details. Thank you for your time.